Well, good morning, and thank you for tuning in to What I Need. This is now episode 6, so somewhat moving along. All right, guys, start off by, if you guys can do me a giant favor and hit that like button and subscribe button, and if you have any questions for me or topics you'd like me to discuss, leave them in the comments below. All right, so let's get started. The main thing I want to talk about today is persistency. Persistency, as they always say, is key, and that is extremely true. The thing that I found out is, as I told you guys in my last podcast about the story with the ATM, when I went to pull out some money, and I did not get the full amount that I was due, and had had a remaining balance of like $6.40, something incredibly depressing like that. And I knew that I had to pay rent. I pay rent bi-weekly, so I had enough for the first 2 weeks. I just had pretty much nothing for the next 2 weeks, and I was like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? And as I told you guys that story, I could have dealt with that in many ways. After I got that ATM receipt, because I'm terrified of the ATM, terrified. Like, even if I know I have money in there, and then I get and it says print receipt, and I print the receipt, I'm terrified to look at that receipt. I could know that I have 10 grand in there, but still, I'm not used to good things happening to me. So when I look at that receipt, I'm always terrified that something might have happened, or I don't know, something where it would, because I'm used to my account always being negative. Or see the remaining balance that I got last week that said $6.43. That blows. Especially since I told you guys in the previous podcast that I don't have anybody. There is absolutely no one for me to fall back on. As I told you guys, my dad did not have any other kids, and his ass was adopted, so there's no telling where the hell he came from. And my mom passed, and my dad was forbidden to talk about her by his super insanely crazy ex-wife. And the only person I have is my daughter, and she is 3, so it's not like she can really help out. Not that I would depend on her, but my point is, when I got that receipt and it said $6.43, yes, I could have flipped out, cussed everybody out, been pissed off, made it fuck up my whole day, and all that type of stuff, and just sat down for days and been pissed off and depressed about it. That's what I used to do. That's what I normally would have done, but I didn't. Of course, I was a little frustrated. I gripped the wheels of the stroller a little hard, but that lasted for about a couple minutes. And I just said, fuck it, there's nothing that I can do right now. Not going to let this ruin my day. My daughter's happy. She doesn't know the realities of everything yet. So as far as she knows, as long as she's with me and she has her snack and her milk, she's all good. So I just kept walking and remained positive. Now, when I talk about persistency is key. I know you hear it a lot. And when people say the same saying over and over, me personally, I tend not to believe it. Like, that's just bullshit. Persistency is key. Put good positive energy out in the universe and you'll get it back. I never believe that shit. But I do now, because I've slowed myself down drastically. from years and years and years of living in the fast lane. And that's what I've been doing is for the past year is I've been doing nothing but positive things. That's what I encourage you guys to do too, is and try to do positive things. Even if it's just something small, like opening the door for somebody and saying good morning or anything like that. Because that probably brightened that person's day. Now that person's probably going to brighten somebody else's day. But either way, you know you did it. And persistency, once again, is key. And putting positive energy out there actually does work. Because I've been doing good. I know I've been doing good. And I've been doing positive thinking and doing positive things and trying my hardest for everything. So when I saw that $6.43 in my account, I'm like, what the fuck? What? God damn, what? God, why is there $6.43 in my account? Of course, me. But I got back home and just continued working. There was nothing to do, no reason to flip out that would have got me nowhere. But more depressed and pity, whatever you want to call it. So I continued working over and over and over. And as I said, through 100 no's, you'll at least get a yes. And a few days ago, I finally got a new client. This person emailed me and wanted to know about the services that I provide and wanted to know the pricing on everything. I let that person know. And sure enough, she Zelled me the money, paid for it, and I had a customer just like that. And that brightened my day more than you can imagine, because that is exactly what I needed. Now, she doesn't know that she's my first customer. That is something I would highly recommend you not telling people, is that they're your first customer. Because that kind of seems a little weird, and they might not think you know what you're doing just yet, and that's the reason they're the first customer. But every business has to have a first customer. I mean, on the invoice that I sent her, I even put number 63. You guys might want to try that. That'll if you're dealing with your first customer. Don't number the invoice 1. That's just, there's an infinite amount of numbers. You could put anything better than 1. But I put number, I think I said 63, just so that she would see, okay, well, I must not be the only one, which I think is good, because if people know that you have more clients, that means that your business is doing well and they can trust you. So I got this client, and that brightened my day. And now that I have this client, I got this client based off persistency of not giving up on my business and sitting down pissed off about $6.43 in my account. Now my account is up because of the positive mindset that I continued with. I got back home and got on the computer and just started networking and promoting my business and all that stuff over and over and over and over again. The main social media platform that I use is Twitter, because Twitter, I think, is mainly for the business world. It's got all kinds of people from all over the world that are on Twitter. Twitter's like the stock market plus like 100 fax machines on crack. It's just going nuts. There's people all over the globe that are using Twitter. And it doesn't matter how far they are. Your service can somehow always be provided to them, such as this person that just hired me. This person lives in Tennessee. I'm in LA. We probably are not going to meet. We have not spoken on the phone, but we are emailing. And I make damn sure that I am emailing her all throughout the day because she is not just my first customer, but she is a customer. And as a business, you always want to provide pristine customer service to make customers that you get returning. And on top of that, telling everybody about your company, because who knows, maybe she has other people that want to start a business or have a business and they need help as well. So then she'll tell them, and then yada, yada, yada. So now that I got this customer, I am nonstop emailing her back and forth to let her know she's secured. And our job is to make sure that her company is receiving everything that she wants. Now, when I talk about persistency, that's what I did when I got back that day. I was just on the computer over and over and over and over and over and over again, talking to all kinds of people, just networking the best that I could, and finally got one person. Now that is persistency. And that positive energy, I would say that's a combination of positivity and persistency. And it worked. And good things, the more that you're positive and you're persistent in anything that you do positively, more will happen. So now that I got this customer, I'm working with her. My account is back up and everything's good. But now that I have this customer, I'm not just fully spending my time on her because I also have to get more customers, because eventually this customer's package plan that she chose will end unless she wants to renew. But we will find that out. So I also have to stay persistent as working and satisfying this customer and staying persistent in networking for more and more people to possibly come. So they say, I made a post on Twitter not too long ago about, if you think your job is hard, for all those people complaining about their 9-to-5s, try being an entrepreneur. And I think that is extremely true, because yeah, you could have a 9-to-5, you got to go to work. Everybody hates their job at 9-to-5s. I gotta go to work. If you're thinking about calling out of work just because you want to relax, you don't like what you do and it makes you miserable. But you got to do it because you need money. That's why I say, if you think your job is hard, try being an entrepreneur. Because being an entrepreneur, you have to be on this 24/7, because the only way you get money is if you're working. And if that's why not many people are entrepreneurs, because it's very difficult and people don't believe. People don't have the patience. That's what I encourage you guys to have if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, is patience, staying positive, and definitely being persistent. And then the other day, what I'd like to share, because this made me happier than you could even believe, is I got this new Roku set up for my TV. And went on Google Play, because Netflix did not have one of my favorite movies. And so I went on Google Play TV and looked to buy a movie, because on Google Play you can buy or rent movies. And sure enough, Google Play had my favorite movie. And I said, all right, okay, this movie is $13.99. I want to finally watch my movie. I've been wanting to watch this movie for a very long time again. I've seen the movie a million times, but it's my favorite movie. Favorite movie. And it said $13.99, so I was going to buy it. So it had to log me out because it's a new Roku device. So, I shouldn't spend $13.99 on a movie because there is more important things that I could be spending that money on, because the customer that I got paid me, but that is not enough to generally pay rent and get food, diapers, and all that stuff. Definitely diapers. Diapers itself is like $14. So I kind of knew I shouldn't spend $14 on a movie. But I felt like I really wanted to watch it and deserved it. So in order to purchase the movie, I had to log out, type in my credit card information, yada yada, and then log back in. So I did that and logged back in. And then, sure enough, the Google Play said, "Hey, because you're a new customer, we're going to give you this movie for 99 cents." I was like, oh shit, that's awesome. I got so excited over 99 cents. My daughter was looking at me like, "Daddy, what the hell is wrong with you?" I got so excited that movie ended up being 99 cents. And so, hell yeah, I purchased it. Of course I did. 99 cents. And I think that's just coincidental that happened with positive thinking and being positive. Some people might say, no, that was just coincidence because you're a new customer to Google Play, and that's why they offered that promotion to you. Either way, I don't give a fuck. It made me extremely happy. And I believe the way it has to do with how you look at things. I believe it's because of the positive energy that I'm putting out, and just being a happy person and knowing in my head that I am trying my hardest to be successful and make sure my daughter's life is phenomenal. And I know that I'm doing good. So I believe it's the way you want to look at things, that this was based off hard work and persistency and being positive. Because, yeah, I probably shouldn't have bought that movie for $14. I could have got diapers, which I need. And on top of that, so anyways, I got that. I'm sorry, my daughter just woke up. I got the movie, and it was 99 cents, and it made me very happy. As I said, it's the way you look at things. It's not just, oh, it's a promo code. I don't care. It made me happy, and I believe it happened for this reason. And so I watched the movie, and the movie, one of my biggest favorite movies is Pursuit of Happiness. Now, Pursuit of Happiness is a phenomenal movie. I think that Pursuit of Happiness is kind of like the same situation that I was actually dealing with. My ex at the time, I was trying to figure something out. I was always trying to figure something out. I knew that I would get something. I knew that I would win and get something, because that's what I'm all about, is never giving up. And the best success is the best revenge. And I had a lot of people to prove wrong since day one, and I knew that. So I used to tell my ex all the time that everything will be fine. We'll get through this. Just don't give up on me yet. We're gonna do this. I'm going to do this for us because I love you. She was just shitting in my face every 10 seconds about it, saying why it's not gonna work and this, that, and that, just being negative. And I did not like that. So, but in that movie, he's trying to make something work, and he eventually does. And every single thing in that movie, I like because it kind of happened to me. Maybe not as crazy as my life has been, but it did. And I love that movie. I won't ramble on about that. But that made me happy, being able to get that movie for 99 cents. And that is being positive and waiting. And when people say good things come to those who wait, it's actually true. Because if you're impatient, and I'm very impatient, but if you're impatient and you're cussing everything out, being mad, and why isn't this happening, you're not going to be able to see everything unfold the way it naturally should, because you're constantly pissed off about why you don't have this and why you should have that and this and that and that. But very slowly everything starts unfolding the way it has for me. Now, I think that pretty much sums it up for today. But that is the good news, and hopefully you guys have gotten something out of this. Now, if you guys could, I want you guys to very briefly in the comments post up something good that happened when you thought everything was going to suck for that day. That day you thought everything was going to suck and nothing good can happen. Please comment a day like that you had, and something not magical, but something positive actually happened out of a day that could have been shit. So that's what I want you guys to do, if you could. And hopefully, as I said, I hope that you guys got something out of this. My little story about my new client and my 99-cent movie, which is amazing. All right, guys. This is What I Need, episode 6. Thank you, guys, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Bye-bye.